All right, YouTube. This is like the third time we're trying to date Vera. We'll see how this works. Okay. Just keep getting my butt kicked by the stupid game. All right, let's do this. We'll go Brian. Do. Let's see. Here we go. Thoughts on marshmallows? Marshmallows are fine. The coolest reality show would be 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge, seducing a potato into marriage somehow. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field. And if they fail, they lose their jobs, and society wins. Or 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. Give me the money because I need it. All right, I figured all of those would be good for us. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? Put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be president. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. Create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates compete in all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase, and we would turn a profit. Let's do it. So fun. All right, that's fine. No, Val Hunter. So Val Hunter, you're saying you still could make +4 charm from lunch and get all the stats you need to 50 total exactly, but okay, probability was so low. The thing is, Val, I would have to give up my chances to improve my relationship with Vera, and then, like, you have to do all of the things. It has to do all of the things. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? Soft fur, sharp wits, a taste for party, a very tsundere personality, a big horn, or kawaii eyes? Tsundere. Yep, that's Vera. Let's do it. All right, and if we don't get Vera this time, then we'll try it for somebody else. Okay, our smarts are 7, our money is 7. So let's just go ahead and get our smarts up to 9. At least that'll be kind of safe. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Later, you come across Damien and Vera in the hallway, nonchalantly holding a locker shut with all of their strength. The locker has a sign on it that says, "Nothing to see here," and is screaming. "Shut the hell up, you adorable, fluffy little Fluffy. You see, we're spending quality time with our new pet. Isn't that right, Damien?" From somewhere in the locker you hear, "My parents will pay anything," before Damien kicks the door. "Yeah, that's right. Adorable, quiet Fluffy is going to stay quiet if he knows what's good for him." You know, I don't really have a great track record with pets. I had some mice for half a day, but my hair ate all of them. Sure would be a shame if our new pet died before we receive the true joy of pet ownership. Yes, exactly. The sweet, sweet, bank account filling, filthy rich making joy of pet ownership. Surely you have lots of knowledge about pet care. Why not share some of it? You know what pets love? Hardcore death metal all the time. Go drown out their noises. Or, if you love something, set it free. Just implant a tracking device first. Let's do that one. That sounds smart. So smart. Now there's a scheme I can get behind. In front of and all over. If our beloved pet believes he has his freedom, he'll stop struggling so much. Yeah, all good pet owners microchip him, and we'll keep close tabs and make sure he doesn't get hit by a car or impregnate the neighborhood pets. And we can knock him out first so he doesn't even know he's microchipped, and it'll be smooth sailing right up until our pet is housebroken? Or at least some kind of broken. I have so much confidence in this plan that I'm going to go ahead and order those blood diamond earrings. The suffering of the laborers makes them so much sparklier. Oh, the joy of knowing that crime truly does pay. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Those are not the stats I want, game! It's fine. It's fine. We'll get there. Sure. All right. Let's hang with Vera. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed. I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do? Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's gonna have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it? Trying is so uncool. So, what's it gonna be? Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam. Let me ask you this. Would an uncool person be giving Vera 50 monster dollars right now? That's the one. Okay, you're cool. What? Money can't buy coolness? Really? Let me consult my list of things money can buy. Let's see. Ore, organs, obedience, and there it is. Coolness. Why is coolness in the O section of your list? Because it's not a real list. I pretended there was a list in order to fuck with you. Okay. That's pretty cool. Speaking of cool, while I can't currently accept cash for campaign finance reasons, I will remember this favorably in the future. Perhaps I'll call on you later for other favors. You hope those favors are sexual in nature, but you don't say that because that is not a cool thing to say. Nice. So far, so good.
Sure.
We need charm. And we need more money, like a little bit more money. I kind of want to just go for another smarts. Let's get our smarts really high. It'll make me feel a little bit safer. Like anytime there's a smart option, we just go, yes, do the smart option. Let's try that. That day, you were astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And +2 smarts. Later, you're wandering through the halls when you hear a voice from around a corner. Hey, psst. I seem to have accidentally turned a bitch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake, plus that nail polish, abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I'd get detention. So now I need to dispose of yet another body. And I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed, no questions asked. Right? Easy. We'll just dress her up in some stuff from the theater and set her up in the quad like she's a new art piece. Or, never you fear, my lovely murderess. My good buddy, Mr. Hammer, will make short work of the evidence. I'll even give you the nose as a trophy. It's got to be this one. Come on, game! Come on! Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If we fail one more time, I'm just going to start over again, and we're just not even going to try with Vera for now. Because the thing is, we're getting these options for Vera for stats that you don't get for Vera. And so it's like the opposite. Because that was creativity, and the other one was definitely boldness. It's definitely boldness, right? Yeah, it sounded like creative Val, but at least there was a chance it could have been smart. But then the other one was absolutely boldness, and our boldness is only 6, and there's no way we would have succeeded with that one. So it's like there was literally no option we could have won. Because boldness at 6 or creativity at 4, neither of those is high enough. You need at least a 7 on the first interaction. So, yeah. It just doesn't, it's frustrating because there was literally no winning there. Literally no winning there. If she didn't have the good sense to dress herself up, I'm not about to spend my valuable time doing it for her. I will not be wasting my impeccable fashion sense on that stony hoe. And I certainly won't sully the Oberlin name by claiming credit for this aesthetic disaster. I mean, look at her. She's almost ugly enough to turn me to stone. Now leave me alone before I make you join her. Vera doesn't manage to petrify you before you flee, but you do feel pretty stoned in class next period. You lose. Why do I lose 2 smarts? Why? That's my good game. It's taking away the stats I need. I couldn't use the stats I need, but it takes away the stats I need. Hello, Lumiere. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this game is making me so salty right now. So salty. Exactly, Val. And that's the issue. It's just like you get so screwed by RNG in this game sometimes. All right. Let's try this again. I tell you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell, and you gain +2 smarts. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god. The stalker's back. You follow her pointing finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirrored shield he has, but I totally do. Ugh, it's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. Hey, Angie, thank you for those bits. The salty, salty bits. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Threaten to feed a damsel to a sea monster. That'll distract him. Or, he looks Greek. Why not bribe Zeus, king of the gods? So wealthy! You buy a bunch of wine and hookers from Costco and burn them on a golden altar to Zeus. The clouds glow with an unearthly light. Thunder booms. A bolt of lightning crackles and strikes Vera's stalker. Ow! He screams. Fuck you, Todd! I wish you'd never turned into gold dust and pissed on my mom. Badly singed, the stalker limps away, shaking his fist at the sky. Oh, man. Hey, that was cool. Thanks. The ancient Greeks sure seem to have some odd ideas about how babies are made. Game +2 fun and +1 smarts. Give me the stats I need, game. Give me money. Give me charm. Those are what I need. This is really making me angies. All right. Let's talk to Vera. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does, but at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty! Gobble that mouse! No, no! Watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind! Use that tongue! Go! Ugh. He does this every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither! Go Bendy! Go Sanchez! Go Snake! Those aren't their names. God. No matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. Seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. Boring. This is nothing compared to earthworm eating contest or snake, 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 snake. Eat that food and stay awake. Earthworm eating contest. What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's a game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game. Or whatever. I will, Vera. I will. I swear one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. Well, you hope Scott doesn't actually die. The main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice. All right. Okay. Let's see.
Sure.
Well, we can't go to the library because that's where the lady is. We need one more money. We have 3 more interactions that we can do. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to do charm on all 3 of them and hope I get money from an interaction. That sucks, dude. Man, that day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. As we've seen this one before, we gain +2 charm. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting. Poisons flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work, building your evil empire. Let's try that one. Nice. Why, of course. I'd forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes in Suits. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where's the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No. Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impressed you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. You couldn't give me charm or money? That's what I need. I need charm and money. Here's what's gonna end up happening.
Sure.
I'm gonna get to it, and I'm gonna be 1 money behind. 1 money. Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna get so salty. So salty. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. Oh, we saw this one earlier. We save her. We gain a BFF, off-screen, and 2 charm. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly, everyone, stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The interdimensional prince? Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling Viperous. I am here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economics, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. Interesting. Oh no, Vera's getting out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Replace all his gold with fish. Steal all his money with your high-frequency trading algorithm, Carl. We're gonna try it. Yes. Before we drop the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from the spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is owned by someone named Carl. Well, let me see that. You idiot! Carl isn't a person. It's a computer algorithm. It probably stands for something like computerized autonomous robotic light bulb? Nope, doesn't stand for anything. It's just Carl. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. I should have gotten money! I should have gotten money for stealing his money! Game! Game!
Sure.
Okay, y'all. Here's the question. If we go talk to the Demon Hunter, it's possible I could get some stats. But I wouldn't be able to have a good interaction with Vera. I know, right, Angie? Shouldn't stealing his entire kingdom's worth of money give me money? I'm doing some math real quick. 30, 45. We're over 50. Thing is, if the stat boost isn't one of the stats we need, then that's just a net negative. No, I can't. I can't do it. Can't do it. You take your seat beside arguably the two coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, let's see, wait. Let's see. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose. But it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to make a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first, and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming? Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off of this too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out. The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death. I think I do this one. Serve their eternal souls. Yes. Perfect. I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their deaths. Hell yeah, it is. Thank you for getting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Brian, for laying down those specifics. Neither of you get royalties, though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road Soul with sprinkles on top. Yum! Maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a soul before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval. Okay. So the question here is, I could make money and maybe gain the charm I need. Or I could gain charm and maybe gain the money I need. Here's the thing. I feel like you rarely ever gain money from interactions. Okay, Skull Crusher, A. Enough, like, let's not backseat too much, okay? B. It's not necessarily the only thing, because here's the other thought process you have to go to, right? When you get interactions, you get 2 stats. So that's 2 opportunities for at least 1 money. If we go here and we get 1 charm, it doesn't do it for us. We have to get 2 charm. So that's the thing, that's the tricky part. But I do think it's probably the right way, so we'll give it a shot. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason, it's not a death stare. This time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. Just had to do what you do best. Push your luck. Finally. If you'd taken any longer to come over here, I would have had my minions drag you here. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill this slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends. I'm just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. or the vultures will eat twice today. Yikes. Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did? This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks, or the head of her greatest enemy. I don't think I'm bold enough for this. We gotta do this one. So wealthy! You hop on over to Ye Oldie Magic Mirror shop and pick out their choicest product, the Flatterizer. Not only does this thing pay compliments, it also GPS locates prettier people so you can have them kidnapped and executed at your convenience. You present it to Vera at dinner with a dramatic flourish. Her eyes and the eyes of all of her snakes light up. Oh, you shouldn't have. Literally, you shouldn't have, because now you're an accessory to all the killings I'm going to do in order with this thing. She's technically right about that. Luckily, she can afford good lawyers. For both of you, you gain +2 charm! And +1 boldness. Duh! 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 I think we might have got it. We might have got it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. That should be it. That should be it. Okay. Hoo-wee all. Hoo-wee. Who are we going to ask to prom? This better be it. We did all the things. We did have like one bad interaction with her, so that might screw us. But otherwise, it was pretty dang good. All right, Vera, here we go. Come on. Brian and Vera. If Vera rejects us, I'ma die, says Tater Tots. I hope he doesn't. I hope she doesn't. Let's ask Vera.
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? Together? I'm not a delicate flower that spends her days waiting for someone to ask her to prom. I'm a strong, confident, self-made woman. I can ask someone to prom myself. Hey! TGT Money just subbed with Twitch Prime. Thank you, TGT Money. Would you want to come to prom with me? See? There you have it. I can do it myself. And I dare you to decline my proposal, sweetheart. Vera Oberlin plays to win.
You might be.
Ooh! Vera looking good. Brian looking good. Oh, yeah. Prom night was great. Vera showed interest in your career goals, and then she told you about hers. The passionate way she talked about it was equal parts scary and beautiful. So you used your best trick yet. You listened and cared sincerely. When the night was over, she kissed you goodbye on the cheek. The way she looked at you afterwards petrified you a bit. And you're sure it wasn't her Gorgon powers, but the knowledge that a new adventure seemed to be awaiting you. Aw, yeah! Most likely to devour his own children to survive was Brian. Vera, best at hissing. Oh, so excited. Her snakes are so cute. Yep. Oh, man. Yes! Yes! Success! All right. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Ah! Miranda got a job at being princess of her kingdom, which it was actually kind of her job already. Well, you surely don't see her complaining about it. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Yikes. Fortunately, prison was flammable. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life. The Battle of Monster Prom might have ended then. Lots of battle left in the war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Bum 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 bum. What if I told you that the world was gonna end? Oh yeah. Well done, y'all. You know when Gorgons look at you, you get all stiff. Well done, Sirius. Angie, to borrow a line from Legend of Mana, she made you hard. Legend of Mana is a great game. That's a great game. Everybody talks about Secret of Mana. Not enough people talk about Legend of Mana. Or Mana, if you pronounce it that way. I don't, but that's fine. All right, y'all. That's another successful day. What time is it? I started late today, so we'll go a little bit longer. So maybe we'll do one more. Try and go for Liam, because we haven't gone for Liam yet. We should do that. You totally watch me play it. Some point this year, Angie, I'm going to try and get a PS4 if I can afford it. And once I do, I own Legend of Mana on PSN. I own Legend of Dragoon on PSN. So I want to play a whole bunch of those. Skull Crusher, I can't force the reverse Romanian Wilkinson. That's just, you got to get lucky, you know? Angie, oh, that's sweet of you. But I actually own the PS1 version of it. I just don't have a PS1 that works. And my PlayStation 3 no longer works with our capture card because there's an update to like Windows that blocks it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Look at that. That's so cute. Look at the background. That's the cutest. Did you see it? That was so cute. Oh my goodness. That was so cute. All right, y'all. Well, for those of y'all over on YouTube, thank you for watching. That was a successful run as Vera. We're going to go try and do another run and hope that we can date Liam. And if we do, y'all will see that later this week. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.